Boom, my people, my people, my people. How you guys doing out there, bro? Roll tide to you all. Much love to you. Much love to you. Much blessings to you. I wanted to come on real quick, man, and talk with you guys, man. Wanted to come on really, really quickly, and talk with everybody, man. I wanted to get your feelings on a few things, Bama football related. Had a little time this morning. Wanted to see what you guys thought about the things that's going on in Alabama Crimson Tide football lore and want to see what you guys thought about it, man. Really, really, really quick live, but definitely wanted to tap in with you and really see what you guys thought about a few things that's going on in the Alabama football news. Was at the gym with my partners this morning and seen the headlines. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. If everything sound good, let me know if that music is too loud. What's up, Pastor B? What's going on with you, man? How you doing, KT? What up with you, girl? How you doing? How you doing, man? Had a little time this morning. Want to tap in with the people and see what they felt. What's up with you, KT? You know what I'm saying? Christian, what's up with you, bro? How you feeling, man? Much love to you, man. K Spray One. What's going on with you guys, man? Good, good, good to see you guys, man. Really quickly. Don't really do a lot of morning lives because I be working myself, but we still off from the great holidays, and wanted to tap in with you guys real quick. You know what I mean, and see what you guys think about some of the stuff I was reading. Hey, Watt, what's up, my broski? Seeing you in a minute. Hey, Watt, man, how you doing, bro? Hope your holidays and New Year's and everything went well, man. Anitra, what's up with you, sis? How you doing? Good to see you, baby. Good to see you for sure. Sweet home, Bama 24, the broski's here. What up with you, brother? How you doing? How you feeling, man? Good to see you, brother. What's up, Kimberly? How you doing, girl? You know what I mean? Good to see you up in here, man. A lot of Bama news this morning, man. I was really, really shocked about some of it, and I just want to know what you guys thought about it. Get you guys' thoughts and reactions to it. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Ty? Ty does moto. What's going on with you? Hope you guys doing well. Hope your holidays went well. PJ Stein, what's up with your brother? How you doing, PJ? Good to see you, bro. For sure, for sure. Pastor B, man, I go back to the 7th. Guys, yeah, I know, right? I go back Monday, man. I go back Monday, thankful for it, but this time off been absolutely outstanding. That's why I don't really like being off a long time, though, Pastor. When I'm off a long time, bro, I don't even want to go back, bro. I just really don't. You know what I'm saying? That old L word kick in, lazy, getting paid to be off. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? But it's a blessing to have it. Have a job to even go back to, brother. Travel Panil, my home team. What's up with you, bro? Want to know what you think about this stuff? What's going on this morning, man? I was sort of shocked at Colin Hitchler being fired. I was sort of shocked by that, but again, you never know, man, with the stuff that go on behind the scenes, bro. It's probably things going on that we don't know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? Because the safeties wasn't the problem, to my knowledge, right? Um, I just thought that was very interesting. That was very, very interesting. I want to know what you guys thought about that, man. What's up, Dwight? What's going on with you, my brother? Dwight with the skills, man. I ain't so my partner say just be on his phone getting it, but hey, man, you got them skills, boy. If that's playing, then you definitely got them skills, man. Much love to my brother Dwight, who always doing big things, man, for sure. So tell me what you guys think about that, man. Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate you, man. Um, man, AY says Kirkpatrick Jr. was happy about his departure. And AY, that might be it, bro. Because man, when you think about it, the safeties weren't the problem, right? Um, I dare say the secondary wasn't the problem, right? Secondary play for as young as they was, and people forget Damani had been hurt a long time. I mean, the kid played at USC, got hurt, played in high school, got hurt. So really, at Bama, that was his really, really first full season without getting any injuries. Um, so the secondary wasn't the problem. Um, so I was interested, like, wow, So it had to be. I mean, that make you think. I don't mean obviously. I'm assuming. Was it other things? I mean, was it? I mean, did they not get along with the players? I don't know, but I could understand stepping down, going to a different position, but to be fired, like we don't need you anymore, type stuff. The truth is in the details, man. So that's crazy, for Coach Hitchler to be let go like that. You don't get fired for doing something good. You know what I'm saying? I don't know many jobs that let you go for doing something good and get fired. So that's wild. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this, and I don't like calling for people's jobs. That ain't my thing. Even in this sport that we all love. But I was shocked that, not shocked. I was surprised, I guess I say, to see our offensive coordinator still there. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that's a sign of what's to come. I don't know, but I was shocked about that. I can't lie. What's up, Janet? Glad you tapped in, Janet. I had to hit you up. Thank you, Janet. I appreciate you, girl. Good to see you. And prayers always with you, as always, my partner. You already know. Christian Hughes is here. What's going on with you, man? Hey, Christian, that's what I was just saying, man. And again, man, I ain't calling for nobody's job. I don't want that. I don't want that energy from God on me. You know what I'm saying? But I was shocked that he got the axe and not anyone from the offensive side of the ball. That was that was different, if you know what I mean. That was different. Ryan S, what's up with you, bro? How you doing, man? Good to see you, bro. Chatham family, Road, Chatham family. How you doing? God, good to see you for sure, for sure. Donna says, thank God Milroe is gone. He destroyed IC. I can't agree with that, Donna. I can't agree he destroyed the season by himself, Donna. I understand your pain. I mean, I get it. When you the quarterback, you get all the love for winning and you get all the blame for losing. That's just come with the position. I bet Jalen himself would tell you that. But I can't say he destroyed our season. I mean, and the reason I say that, Donna, is I got into with on Twitter with some dude saying the same thing. And I don't know where these dudes coached at or what the hell they looking at, but Jalen didn't play well. We all know that. We don't have to sugarcoat it. There's no disrespect to Jalen who stayed here, and I never beat him up like that. He didn't play well, and I'm pretty sure Jalen will tell you he didn't play well. But at the same time, I remember it raining so hard to where the screen looked foggy. Like when you looked at the game, it looked like smoke was rain. And instead of running the football, we was out there in 5 wide passing with in an empty set. That was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. While Michigan was pounding the rock, right? We was out there trying to be Peyton Manning, and that wasn't Jalen Milroe, So that's all I can say about that. It was a complete L, if you want the truth, Donna, in my opinion. From coaches to players to offensive line, losing their one-on-one battles, to play calling, to performance from the quarterback position, to all of it. It wasn't just Jalen. Trust me, it was everybody. Um, sure, he missed some passes. We all know that. He missed some wide open receivers. We know that, right? But if you gonna blame, let's blame everybody, man. Let's blame everybody because I will never understand if they're rushing 6. You got a 5-man protection. You have no hot route nowhere. Everybody running deep balls. Was that Jalen's fault? Right? You got these passes called deep high lows, deep digs, crossers. Everybody running deep routes, slow developing routes, and they rushing 6, and you have a 5-man protection. I don't understand that. You keep 11 personnel in, right? And they still blitzing you with everybody, and you can't pick up the free blitzer, and you still calling deep balls down the field. Was that Jalen's fault? I mean, just keep it real, man. It's everybody's fault, right? That's just the way I see it. It's the whole offense. JJ, what's up with you, bro? Coach Carl, what up, my broski? How you doing, man? What's going on with you, boy? That's how I see it as far as that's concerned, and at this point, the game is over. Jalen has told everybody he's taking the next step. I pray for that young man. I put a tweet in last night that, you call it what you want, but this is all I can tell you. We understand the quarterback position comes with scrutiny. We understand that. I'm sure Jalen understands that. But all I can tell you is this: that man wasn't getting no DUIs. That man was not here involved in shootings. That man wasn't killing nobody, racing. That man wasn't, he brought no shame to his family, right? All he did was stay at Bama and represent Bama. That's all I can tell you. You can say what you want about the play, right? But when he stayed, we were happy, so I can't let the man go out with hate in my heart from him. That's just ridiculous, right? To me, right? But you know how I do. I'm not here to tell you how to be a fan. That's where I differ from some of these other channels. I'm not here to, you feel how you feel, and I respect it, good or bad. You know what I mean? That don't make you a bad person. That don't make. I understand everybody's feelings are different, and I respect everybody's opinion, good, bad, or indifferent. I'm just saying, me. I can only speak for Sean. I don't hate Jalen Milroe. I actually respect him more than most players because he take the brunt. When we all, those of us that know this game for real, not some of the people that be on Twitter thugging, thugging typing. We understand that it was a complete L. It was a complete L. We're not absolving him of his play, but if you telling me it was Jalen's fault for not being able to recognize the blitz when you only have a 5-man protection and all the routes you got called on the offensive call is deep routes, that's Jalen's fault? No, no. I know better than that, right? But shout out to you, though. Much love to you. JJ, what's going on with you, bro? Coach Carl, what's going on with you, my brother? Kimberly's here. My girl Janet is here. Donna, what's up with you? You're right. The OC called it. Yeah, it was crazy, Donna. It was crazy. It was a complete L. But we got bigger fish to fry, Donna. To me, we got bigger fish to fry. We have some things going on internally that I'd like to get cleaned up before the season get here. We all know it's Coach DeBoer's first year, so everybody's being patient. You know what I mean? We've been spoiled by the GOAT himself. But everybody keeps comparing Saban's first year and this, that, and the third, and I don't even see where people getting that from, bro. Like some of these people, I think sometimes people are fans and they wanna enforce their feeling on you, and they're willing to go to any narrative to make sure you understand that they right, even though they be wrong as hell, right? For somebody even to compare Coach Saban's first year to Coach DeBoer's first year is absolutely asinine to me. That Coach Saban had 61 scholarship players. It's 85 scholarship players on there right now. Coach Saban took over a team that was absolutely terrible. Like terrible. Like you can't even compare that to this day. Coach Saban took over a team whose record was bad, who didn't have any senior leadership. Um, you know, and I know some people from that team. My partner, Alfred McCullough, played on that team. And Trevor Pernell, if you in here, you know that. Alfred played on that team, right? Coach Saban took over a team that wasn't very talented, brother. It wasn't no Latier Brookses on that team for real, right? Um, you know, how can you compare John Parker Wilson to Keelan Russell, right? To even compare them to is asinine to me. Coach Saban took over a mess, bro. Coach DeBoer was handed the keys to an absolute Maserati, same as Ryan Day, same as Urban Meyer at Ohio State. Um, he was handed the keys to a team that had a multitude of scholarship players, so many scholarship players that we lost, 20, 30, 25, whatever, and still had enough talent to be competitive in the SEC. To compare that to Coach Saban's first year is absolutely ridiculous to me. You know what I mean? But that's just to me though. So it's crazy, man. You everybody got different opinions, and that's cool. I respect everybody's opinion. I just happen to be fortunate enough to understand the difference in having a room full of 5-star kids. Losing one, losing two, and the drop off not even that big. And I understand. I've seen it the other way, where you got 2 kids in this whole room that can play. The other kids shouldn't even be starting, shouldn't even be playing football practically. Half of them out here because their parents want to be out here. You know what I mean? It's 2 different ends of the spectrum, man. Right? But on another note, to fire Colin Hitchler, that does tell you a few things. Obviously, there was some things going on that none of us know about. Whatever the reason it was for his firing, it was shocking to me. I want to know what you guys thought about that. Mo Lindquist is an absolute outstanding coach. Maybe it's addition by subtraction by addition, whatever the hell the saying is. Because Mo has done a great job. Maybe they want Mo to take over more responsibilities. I don't know. I just know the guy's done an absolute great job. Right, KT? So I don't know, but I thought that was interesting. I said, I want to know what everybody think about that, man. And like I said, we don't know what's going on. We don't know the reasoning behind it. I would have more understood if they said he was stepping down or taking another position, but to fire him, like Finito. It's over. Fubar. You don't get fired for doing something good, brother. Nowhere. You don't get fired for great things. You get fired when we don't want you anymore because of something that you didn't do correctly. Um, whether it's performance, whether it's whatever, right? So I thought that was very interesting to fire a secondary coach from a position group that played pretty well to me. T. Smith, 3000. What's up with you, brother? Riley Leonard is limited passer like Milroe, but the difference is Leonard didn't turn the ball over like Jalen. That was my big issue. Yeah, I mean, true, man. Riley Leonard, you know, he is what it is. Game manager, whatever you want to call him. They won, so ain't much I can say about dude. T. Cole, what's up with you, brother? Ty does moto, you know what I'm saying? My brother Coach Carl, as we said, brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, facts, Coach Carl. All facts, man. What's up, Goof? How you doing, man? Good to see you, Goof. Roll Tide to you, my brother. Robert Moody, what's up with you, my friend? How you doing, man? My brother Sweet Home, as we said, always in the house, keeping me company, man. Nietzsche, my brother JJ. What's up, JJ? How you doing, bro? Good to see you, Jay, for sure, bro. T Cole is in the house, man. What's up with you, T Cole? Hollywood DeBoer, what's up with you, man? Hollywood says I heard the coach wasn't getting along with the players. Hey, Hollywood, you might be right, brother. You might be right because I think it was AWAT that said Drake Kirkpatrick Jr. had tweeted something. I didn't get to see the tweet, but I wish I did. That may have been it, Hollywood. You might be 1,000% correctly because think about it. His position group didn't do bad, right? So it couldn't have been performance as far as the coach go. The position group of safeties played well. I mean, Keon Sabb go down. Bray Hubbard comes in and plays absolutely outstanding, if not better, especially against the run. So the position group of safeties didn't play bad at all. I actually think they played pretty well, right? So it wasn't a performance thing. Um, Maybe that's the case, Hollywood, right? I have no clue, but that makes sense. That does make sense. Much love to Janet. Much love to B.O.B. What's up with your brother? My brother Trav Pernell. You already know Trav Pernell. Donna, Justin, Jeremy Sanders, KT, Lee, yeah. What's up, Lee? Yeah. Tristan the Mayor. What's up with you, brother? How you doing, bro? Good to see you. But yeah, man, I thought that was an interesting move. What's up, Jag? Good to see you, Jag. Thank you for tapping in with me, Jag. So good to see you, man. So good to see you, for sure. Robert Hale, my brother Bob Rutherford. What's up, Bob? Good to see you, man. How you doing, bro? Be sharp. What's up, my bro? Oh man, I wish I was. Hey, bro, this your world. I'm just living in it. Be sharp. My brother B Sharp. Congratulations to my brother B Sharp, man. Brinsky has been blessed to put his credentials in and actually get the credential to be on the sideline at the Senior Bowl, reporting, moving around with all the different peoples, all different players. It's a blessing, man. Hey, you deserve it, B Sharp, boy. Everybody make sure you tap in with Sharpshooters podcast too, man. And my brother Coach Carl with On the Block Sports Talk. These guys have outstanding channels and they genuine brothers who understand the game and understand what it feel like. Trust me, man. Much love to all of them for sure. OG Ephraim, what's up with you, my bro? How you doing, man? Happy New Year to you right back, Goof. Happy New Year to you right back, bro. Hey, I'm blessed, man. Blessed, you know what I'm saying? Stressed and blessed at the same time, but blessed better. You know what I'm saying? Paul T, how are you, man? Roll tide to you, my brother. Good to see you, Paul. For sure, bro. What you think about this Colin Hitchler stuff, Paul, man? We was all tapping in and thinking about it and seeing, Hollywood made a good point. Hollywood said he had heard some scuttlebutt about the young man not getting along with the players. And the performance, I was just saying the performance of his position group wasn't bad. I mean, the safeties, hell, they played well, right? Could it be that? It could it be that? That's a whole fact, man. Also, with the players that we have this year, guys, moving on to the NFL, who we got? Milroe, Tyler Booker, obviously Campbell, obviously Jihad is moving on. James Burnup. These kids deserve it, man. They all played at a high level. Say what you want to say. They deserve it. They deserve it. Jihad will be an absolute beast. Tyler Booker will be an absolute beast. Obviously, Milroe had a better season than Anthony Richards had coming out of college, right? So somebody will pick up Milroe early because of the potential and really give him that 24/7 coaching. You gotta remember, college is different. College ball, you only allotted a certain amount of hours to practice, a certain amount of hours to lift weights. You got class all day, right? When you get to that other league, 8 o'clock in the morning, you got meetings to 10. After the meetings, you got treatment. After the treatment, you got practice. After practice, you got another meeting. After the meeting, you got this is all day, every day. That's what they do. The NFL, you have nothing else going but football, especially during football season. Meetings, treatment, practice. Practice, more meetings, more treatment, weightlifting. And this is every day. That's all you do. So he'll get an opportunity to get some really, really good coaching, the best coaching at that level, right? And they'll find a way to extenuate his talents and not use it against him. You know what I'm saying? They'll put him in situations to where he'll sprout. Look at Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? They'll put him in positions to where they'll run zone schemes, they'll run counter read schemes to his to his more to his skill set. They'll teach him how to read defense. They'll teach him and make him understand how to go from certain reads to other reads. Right. That's what the NFL do. And Jalen Milroe has as much potential as any quarterback out there. And somebody will get him and mold him. And that boy gonna be a hell of a player. You mark my words. You know, it's different in college because everything is right now. We got to win now, right? We don't got time to develop you. We want to win right now. Throw him out there, let him. College is different. NFL, it's your job, right? It's your job to get better. So he'll have the opportunity, he'll have the time, and he'll have everything that he needs to be the player that I know he can be. And that's a whole fact. Shout out to Jalen Milroe. Roll Tide to that brother. LK, what's up with you, brother? Felix, how you doing, man? Good to see you. YT, Bama, what's going on, bro? Jay says, what you think about Jay Sean Ross? You know what, Jay? I was about to hit that. Jay Sean hit it. Amari hit it. And I'm going to keep it real. You know, here we keep it real, bro. We don't just talk nice. The truth is in the details over here. You know, I got to curtail my opinions when I'm on other platforms because it's not my platform. But over here, we going to tell it like it is. Don't give a damn, right? That's the slogan. So I can honestly say, as far as Jay Sean go, I understand because you have some kids coming in who are exceptionally talented. I mean, the kid is talented as hell, but these kids want to play, man. I mean, it's a different day and time, Jay. It's a different day and time with these kids nowadays. Patience is not a virtue nowadays, especially when you got these bags coming in. These kids want to play. They want to play, man. They want to play now. They don't play, or at least not in the rotation. Adios. That's just the world we living in now with this NIL stuff going on. Jason was a linebacker who could bend. He was fast. Kid had good size on him. I wish he had stayed. He was going to have a role here. But you got Noah Carter coming. Noah is coming. Ebony's son. Noah is coming, man. Right? You got Yanze Pierre. Yanze is there. He's there already. So I get it. You got Quay Russo, right? These kids, you got Justin Hill coming in. And Justin Hill is a monster. Trust me. Justin Hill gonna be in that damn rotation. That brother come off the edge like a bat out of you know what. Justin is a talented kid, man. Justin Hill. So I hate Jay Sean. I hate anytime any of our players are leaving, right? But I understand. I understand kids want to play. And when you have a position group that has a lot of talent, these edge rushers, it is what it is, man. You win some, you lose some, right? But I will say this on another note, and this is no disrespect to no player, right? You know me, I'm all on the player side. I would never disrespect a young man who's just trying to do what's best for him and his family. But I understand Amari Jefferson. I honestly don't blame Amari, right? From what I was told, Amari was doing well. He was strong in the weight room. Kid was learning how to run routes precisely to the depth that they were supposed to be run. But I heard the kid was doing awesome. Kid can catch anything. Kid got big hands, more of a Kendrick Law size kid. Amari was gonna be pretty dadgum good, bro. And just to put Jalen Mbakwe on that side of the ball and automatically let Jalen play and put him in front of me, that would piss me off too. I've been playing receiver. You just throw this guy out here and now he get to play just because he threatened to leave, I would be pissed too. And it sucks because that kid probably gonna go to Tennessee. And they gonna play him. They're going to play him. As soon as he get there, he'll be in the rotation. I mean, so it sucks, man. It sucks to strengthen our rival by a subtraction from our team. That sucks. That sucks in all facets, especially Tennessee. You know my lack of affinity for those fine people and that fine team. I can't stand them. Let's just be honest. And it's a hate love thing. I love to hate them. It's just what it is. I respect Tennessee, and that's all you can ask me to do. But I can't stand their university. I can't stand their team. I hope they go 0-12 to the 2037, and then that'd be too soon. So to make them strong by a lack of an addition from our receiving room sucks. It double sucks to me. So I understand that young man. I understand. I mean, hell, let me threaten to leave if it's that easy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't blame Amari, not one bit, man. Will Lawson and Jefferson be back? I believe our front seven and defense will be strong. Yeah, I mean Lawson. I don't know about Lawson. I don't know about Deontay, but Jefferson. I expect Justin Jefferson to come back, especially with that new JUCO rule. I expect him to come back for another year. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Trapreneur says, Coach, how you feel about Sam Shade getting travel? To get on that note real quick, love Sam Shade, bro. Love Sam Shade. Had an opportunity to run into him at the basketball game, ran into him again at the meet and greet. Man, much love to Sam Shade. Really happy about getting him because this dude has tentacles all over the state of Alabama. I've been saying since I left A&M, why the hell are y'all recruiting kids all the way in Indiana? That's where you went wrong at. Going to get these kids 7 or 8 hours away who get homesick. Now they want to transfer to wherever. Go get the kids right around here that didn't go to Bama, didn't go to Auburn, right? Get these second-rate kids that I hate to say second-rate. These kids who didn't have some of them had Division I offers. Get these kids who going to UAB and Troy, and you get them to A&M like we used to in our day. And Sam would do that. As you see already, we had 2 or 3 commits, 2 or 3 or 4 commits, matter of fact, and they dogs. They dogs. Sam, he's in a great position at A&M. A&M got that money, so they paid him well. They'll put him in a nice home up here. And I'm real happy about that, man. I'm gonna be very involved. To be quite honest, a lot of our alumni sort of kind of how can I say it? I don't want to say too much. A lot of the people I know that played before me and after me sort of left the program because usually we had this thing at A&M called Legacy where they let all the football players get in free. It's been going on since I left there. And to go away from that and start charging the form of, they was on some BS type stuff, man. So everybody sort of left. You know what I mean? Everybody sort of left, man. All the dudes I went to school with, we would go back to support homecoming, but that was about it. You know what I mean? To be quite frank, classic maybe. So to have somebody like Sam Shade that's back in the community, that's available for you to talk to anytime you want, that's gonna be real big, man. I applaud that move for sure. But yeah, man, it's interesting to see these kids is going out, to see the coaches is going out. It's gonna be even more interesting to see what happens on the offensive side of the ball. I tell you guys what, man, and I'm not putting bad stuff, jargon in the air. It's gonna be real interesting to see if they keep all of our offensive coaches. I'll say that, so I won't singleize one coach. We're gonna see if they keep all the offensive coaches. That's gonna be very interesting because if they keep one in particular, I'm gonna be very interested to see what happened. Let's just put it like that. Shout out to my brother Bear. What's up, Bear? Good to see my brother Bear, man. Ensley's finest right there, bro. Definitely Justin needs to come back and create more value. Yeah, I wish so. You're right. Jefferson he'll be fine. He sort of when I watch Justin, he get lost in traffic a lot when he's trying to feel his gap integrity. Sometimes it's sort of waning. Sometimes he get blocked really, really easy, and that just becomes he's not a big guy. He's not a big guy. Justin is more of your fast guy, sideline to sideline. When he has the feel, in the middle, he get in some trouble sometimes. I even seen that in A-Day when it was time for him to field and use gap integrity. He sort of got blocked really, really easily. So I definitely would like him to come back, ensure that, get better with that, and maybe then he'll be a high round pick, man. I seen where Bama was bringing in 2 running backs, and that's something else I wanted to get into. I wanted to know what you guys thought about that as well. I thought our running back room was kind of already pretty damn good, to be honest with you. Um, to be bringing in another running back, hell, for that matter, 2, I was sort of shocked by that, unless these guys know that somebody's going to hit the portal and they're already trying to get ahead of it. Um, to have 5, 6 running backs on a roster is very good, very, very good. Lot of times teams don't have that many quality. They'll have 6 running backs, but 4 of them will be really good scholarship running backs. The other 2 is sort of you know what I mean? If you guys can remember back in the Derrick Henry days, I think we had 8 running backs on staff that year. I remember we had Derrick and Kenyon Drake and D Hart and Torrin Smith and Alty Tenpenny, rest in peace, and man, it was Alvin Kamara. It was 1 or 2 more, man. We had like 7, 8 running backs the same year, right? Alvin transfers to Tennessee. Alty ended up transferring, ended up losing his life in a car accident, if I remember. Torrin got in some trouble. D Hart stayed, but he kept getting injured. So everybody, something happened with every last one of them. And the only 2 we had was Kenyon Drake and Derrick Henry. And then Kenyon broke his foot. So it was Derrick. It was Derrick, man. And dude was carrying the ball like 30 times a game. So you can never have too many good quality running backs. It's just you don't really see that in this stage because of the NIL thing. You don't really see people stacking the running back room because it's so easy for these kids to get up and be like, adios, right? So I thought that was interesting to have Dalen Washington, kid from Louisiana. What was the other young man name? Faison, I think it was Rashu, Faison. I think he went to Utah State, if I'm not mistaken. To have these kids there, and when you already have the running backs you have on staff, was interesting. Justin Hill, obviously Jam Miller, right? Obviously Riley, obviously the young kid we just got, the young freshman we just got, AK Deer, and who I personally believe is obviously one of my favorites, who I was looking to play more, during our bowl game, but for whatever reason didn't. Got a few little carries, but I was really, really looking for that kid to play more. I cannot tell you guys how I believe. Listen, Jam is the best back on the roster. I most experienced back on the roster. Let's say that. But to me, man, Richard Young is the most. If you're gonna run an offense between the tackles, Richard Young is the guy I want carrying the rock. That's the best way to say it. Jam is a great jump cut back, but if you need 3 yards, Daniel Hill, Richard Young, guys is gonna lower their pad level and get to 3 yards, right? Guys is gonna create a hole, as we call it, attack the line of scrimmage. That's what those guys do. Richard Young is an attacker. He attacks the line of scrimmage. He's not really a jump cut guy. That's Jam. That's Justice. If you're looking for a kid to attack the LOS, line of scrimmage, Richard Young. If you're looking for a thumper, a kid that's gonna move the pile, that's Daniel Hill. I think Daniel Hill's 220 something pounds, man, and he's a thumper, right? So to have all these kids on roster right now, and to bring in 2 other guys, right? That's interesting. Interesting. I would love to see us get more defensive linemen, right? I would love to see us bring in some more people who can bend, like a Jeremiah Beeman, more kids of his stature. Christian Hughes says, question, Coach Sean, I'm only a spectator of the sport, but in your honest opinion, with your coaching hat on, do you feel Coach KD is the right hire, or is it way too early to tell? I think it's way too early to tell, Christian. Um, I can definitely understand why you feel that way because I feel that I have some reservations and some red flags of my own. But it's just too early to tell. It's his first year. Um, you know, I never try to judge a coach when he's trying to fit square pegs into round holes. This guy does not run the same system Coach Saban runs, offense or defense. And every coach has his tendencies. Every coach has his, um, like Coach Saban wouldn't take a defensive back if you wasn't 6 foot, right? If you look over his history, Cyrus Jones, um, maybe Shaheem Carter, um, those are some of the few that was 5'10", 5'11". Everybody else been 6 foot, 6'1" and up. Everybody. Drake Kirkpatrick, Kool-Aid McKinstry, whoever you want to put in there. Patrick Surtain, Trayvon Diggs, whoever you want to put in there, right? Anthony Averett. Everybody's been 6 foot or taller. Coach Saban had those criteria for his defensive backs. That's not what Coach DeBoer believes in. Coach DeBoer he wants these guys like at linebacker, for instance. He's not recruiting the Dallas Turner type guys. He wants the guys who can bend, who can play in the secondary as well as come up and stout enough to play in the run. That's the difference in a real nickel and a real 4-2-5, right? We can talk all day about numbers and how they differ, but at some point in time, those positions are going to require different skill sets. Um, you know, and that's Coach DeBoer. So I think it's too early to tell until Coach DeBoer can get more of his people in, more of what he Justice Hill. That's his type of linebacker. Not the 6'3", 240 cat, but the 6'2", 220 guy who can play in the who's good enough to cover middle and good enough to play the run. Right? That's his style. A true 4-2 guy. So until he gets those guys in another year or two, it's really too early to tell. Um, there were some red flags that I talked about on B Sharp's channel, and some things that I saw that I had my concerns for. I'm a guy that like to see improvement, even if you lose the game. If you improve, I'm okay with that. There's some things that I saw that weren't improved at all, and those are red flags to me. But I'm still gonna hold judgment until this young man can get at least another recruiting class in to see how it goes then. So I think it's still a little too early, in my humble opinion. Jag says, do you feel Ryan Grubbs will be back since his current job isn't going well? I don't know, Jag. I heard that he was having some issues with the Seattle Seahawks, but as far as him being fired or being replaced, I hadn't heard that. I don't really know. I wouldn't mind seeing Grubb come back, being that when Coach DeBoer was at the peak of his offensive prowess, it was with Ryan Grubbs. It was with him. Even though DeBoer was the facilitator of that offense, I still believe Ryan was the guy, because I understand that. I ran, it looked like it was my offense. It was not. It was my coach's offense. We just sort of put both of them together. It was his offense, though. I just called the plays, right? I couldn't take no credit for it because that was his offense. The way he ran screens was his. The way he down blocked was his. The way he zone blocked was his. The way he ran tunnel screens was his, right? All ours was a little different. I just called it. So I think that's still Coach DeBoer's forte, but I would love to see Ryan Grubb come back and be a part of the offense, man. I don't know where we go from that standpoint. I just know I would like to see Sheraton in another role, not an offense. Go back to tight ends or something. And I say that not because of the up and down of the offense. I say that because of the game script that I seen him calling. I say that because of I know how it is to be out there and the game overwhelm you and you just call a play. I know how that go. Sometimes it worked and you look like a genius. Sometimes you over there like, woo, it was a bad play. You know it, right? And I see too much of that from that guy. I see way too much of that from that guy. So that's just my humble opinion. Somebody else may tell you something different. So yeah. I think the portal was supposed to be open for 2 more days, if I'm not mistaken. And we'll see. We'll see, man. Joe Willie says, Coach, I appreciate the positive words you spoke about Jalen. Salute. Yeah, salute to you, Coach. Salute to Jalen Milroe for staying at Bama. When the floodgates open, Milroe was 10 toes down. That's a fact. So I'm so off of his play, Joe Willie. I still see. I got into a Twitter last night with some dude that was talking about I didn't know what I was talking about. It's always these dudes who don't. Either they have a picture on their profile and they don't have no pictures on the profile themselves. Like it'll be a picture, and when you go to media, it's nothing on there showing them. It's just a bunch of stop signs or something. So it's always them. So it makes me believe it be these coward ass dudes behind these profiles. Because I know about these dudes making these fake profiles. I already heard about them. One thing you ain't worry about with Coach Sean, I will never make a fake profile. I don't even got time for all that. I don't even got time for all that. I want you to know my face. I want you to know why I said it, right? I know how some of y'all are, though. I've heard about the dudes who make fake profiles. Corny as hell. I'm so grown, bro. I will never do that. I stand on what I say. Don't give a damn who like it. Don't give a damn who don't. Respectfully, I've heard all about these people on social media making fake profiles and commenting and going, what he does is weird with a capital W. You know what I'm saying? I'm way too grown. So no. I'm so far past his play, Joe Willie. I respect what the man done for University of Alabama. I don't have to keep beating him up on his play. I don't have to keep harping on that because everybody saw it, right? The thing about me is, in my channel, we can love on you. We gonna love on you. We love you, but we're gonna tell you when you play bad, brother. We're gonna tell you, just like a coach would do a child, love you to death, but you did not hit this screen. You held the ball too long. You did not play well. I won't, we keep it real, right? But that don't mean we dislike you. We're gonna always ride for you. It's just like when you in the streets and you're young and you coming up in Chicago or anywhere in Alabama, you go to a party, one of your homeboys starts some stuff. You know he wrong for starting it. You know he wrong, but you don't bless him out in front of everybody. You help him, and whatever he got, that's my partner. We gonna ride together. Now, when we get behind closed doors, away from everybody, hey man, what's wrong with you? That's when you scold him, right? You don't do it in front of everybody else. That's just how I'm raised. So we gonna get on him when he play bad, but we'll never turn my back on him because I'm a Bama fan. So I seen fans saying some of the most egregious stuff. Like it's like this dude personally or something. That's another thing too, man. I never take it that seriously, bro. I didn't play for Alabama. So I don't go as hard as some of these fanned out ass people. You know what I'm saying? You disagree with me, I hate you. No, bro, we don't do that over here. I didn't go to Alabama. Every shirt I got don't say Alabama. You know what I'm saying? That ain't how I get down, bro. It's a school, believe it or not, that I actually love more than the University of Alabama. And it's the school I attended. So being a fan like that allows me to see things clearly, right? I'm not blinded by crimson farts and I'm not blinded by dazzlements of elephants. I don't, I'm just not fanned out like that, bro. I'm gonna tell you like I see it, and you can accept it or not accept it. That's why the people that have hit me behind scenes respect what I say. And I just try to keep it real, brother. It's just my humble opinion. That's all it is. So yeah, I'm gonna give Jalen Milroe his love because that man could have left and went to somebody like Sark who would have used him in the right way and punished us, right? But he didn't. He stayed at Bama. I think Jalen understands with the quarterback position comes scrutiny. It comes. I'm pissed at you Monday. I love on you on Saturday. That's the quarterback position. I tweeted out that the league he's about to go to, it gets worse. It gets worse. You think college fans are bad? Oh my God, where'd you get that league up there? Go ask Jalen Hurts about beer being thrown on you. Go ask Jalen Hurts about 2 million people cussing and hollering at you all on TV behind the scene, the TV behind the people watching the game, the people at the game, the people within your walls. Because remember, you're getting paid now. That's your check. So if you fail, the team alienates you, they don't talk to you. It's a whole nother beast, man. That position is very, very scrutinized, and that's why it's the highest paid position in most times. So it comes with it. I think any quarterback will tell you they understand. We understand it come with it, man. But when you go too far is when you start being personal. Like people was talking about they wish the kid got hurt. If you want, let me say this, and I'm gonna try to keep it rated PG. If you're a fan wishing a kid get hurt, any kid get hurt, you deserve to have your ass whooped, straight up and down. You are clearly the goofiest, most square, most slowpoke person I've ever met in my life. And usually people that say that, it be people that never played football. It's always these dudes that never played. Care what they tell you. Nobody that ever actually played this game and know what it takes will ever say that about a kid, man, because they understand how I feel, right? If you ever see a man that say that, trust me, he never played football a day in his life, ever. Ever. I'm talking about outside a sandlot backyard. He never put on a helmet a day in his life. So you can't pay some of these people no attention, man. You know, you really can't. You just got to take it with a grain of salt. Listen to them. That's why I don't take what people say too personally, right? You ain't invading my space, so I don't give a damn what you say, bro. You know what I'm saying? Who cares? I got a whole 13-year-old to take care of, right? I'm way too blessed to worry about type, right? So, and I'll go back and forth with people on YouTube and have a good time, right? We pick at each other about the SEC, Alabama football. But when you start being personal, nah, I shut it down on you, cuz, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Rob. I just saw you, Rob. What's up, Patriot Life? Man, how you doing and how you feeling? Good to see my broski right there, man. Really, really good to see you guys, man. Roll Tide to all of you. Much love to see you, Rob. My brother Hall of Fame Sports, Jason, just talked to Jason last night. Had a really, really good segment last night, man. Um, Shout out to Jason. Make sure you tap in with Jason too at Hall of Fame Sports, man. Very, very good relative channel, objective, subjective, everything. Tap in with Jason, man. You can really learn something. I know I did. You know what I'm saying? Corey P, what's up with you, brother? Go all facts, Corey P. You know, we're gonna be out there first game. Lit. You already know. Much love to the dogs, man. Alma. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Buck? Good to see you, Buck. Jazz said Jalen Milroe has my respect for everything he did at Bama. Great person and love Bama. Yeah, you can respect him, Jag, without just going so hard on Cuz. We like I try to put it into a perspective. AJ McCarron had a really good perspective. AJ just put it out that Jalen don't play well. Jalen didn't play well the last couple of games. AJ will tell, but AJ always tell you his affinity for Jalen. I love the kid as a coach, as a player. He gonna have a great career, but he didn't play well. That's me. I try to learn from AJ, right? AJ gonna tell you up front that you didn't play well, or he gonna tell you played outstanding. That don't mean I gotta hate you as a person. That's just crazy. What's up, Buck? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Um, Appreciate you, Patriot Life. I make sure I tell her she love hearing from you every time I tell her, man. Much love to you, Patriot. Like, good to see you, Rob. We gotta link up this year too, man, for sure. Much love to you, Captain P. What's going on, man? What's going on? Be sharp, my broski. My broski. Make sure you tap in with Be Sharp too, man. Really proud of Be Sharp. Pat O'Bar always supporting me. Much love to you, man. Was that a fake post, Pat O'Bar? I didn't even know what he said. I know Hollywood or one A Watt was telling us what Dre said. I don't even know what the post said. I'd love to know what it said, and did it come from a fake channel? Was that a real post, and did it come from Dre Kirkpatrick Jr. himself? Shout out to Link. What's up, Link? I think Bama had average quarterback play. We'd have at least made the playoffs with the talent on this roster. I don't know, Link. That's hard to say, my brother. I don't know. You know, I have no clue, bro. You know what I'm saying? I have my thoughts on it. Maybe, maybe not. I really can't say, Link. You know that's for the eye in the sky. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to 2025, man. Much love to Hall of Fame Sports. Appreciate you, Coach Sean. You're doing a great job with the content. I have none but love and respect for you, my friend. Jason, likewise, my brother. Much, much. I learned from you guys. You, Ty, Kyle, all you guys with big channels and understand how this thing go. I'm learning from you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm just following you guys' lead, man. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know, man. For sure. Sam says, J Bake, you idiot. So to the hell with who the hell cares what the political affiliation is? They're Republicans' wives on the team. That must be for J Bake. I'll let you and J Bake do y'all thing on that one. Ephraim, OG Ephraim didn't use all the players. Too much Milroe. Yeah, but if that's your opinion on that, OG Ephraim, who you think called the plays? Who you think calls quarterback counter read 3 or 4 times every other series? It's not Jalen. Who do you think calls that play? Even when the defense is, even when they have 7, 8 man boxes, even when they've clearly watched film and they know that's your only play, who do you think calls the plays to keep running that? OGF. Jalen's not the OC. Case break, Coach Son, did you play with Neil Lindsay and John Garrett, or did they come after you? John came after me. Neil came a year before me. Neil left when I was coming. I know both those guys though. You know what I'm saying? Much love to Neil and much love to JG for sure, for sure. Much love to you, Case break. You know what I'm saying? Gelato, 3 turnovers in the first quarter, below average. Yeah, we've been turning the ball over a lot, man. I mean, hell, go back to the Auburn game. We turned the ball over, right? It's just that's why I call it a complete L. That's why I don't blame one person, right? It's a video on X. I wish I could remember who posted it, man. I think I may have retweeted it. Dude has every pass play that Bama did against Michigan. He just had every pass play, you know, sort of in a back-to-back series. On 90% of those plays, it was a free person coming free. You either had 5 trying to block 6 or 6 trying to block 7. Every time somebody was coming free in Jalen's face, right? I'm not absolving Jason. I'm not absolving him, right? Some fans want you to beat him up. They feel if you say this, you're not beating him up enough. The kid played terrible. That's about as bad as I can say. That should be, as a grown ass man that's old enough to be Jalen's daddy, right? That's about as much as I can go. The kid played terrible. If I go any harder than that, then you's a goofy. You a straight up goofy. Straight up. Get your goofy ass off your couch and go to work and quit hating on this kid, right? If you gonna say anything worse than that about somebody's kid because he played bad for your little team, you're a goofy to me. It's just my humble opinion. That's as worse as I can say it. He played terrible. If I go any harder than that, then I have to really check myself. I need to go and look in the mirror and say, you know what? You're a grown ass man in your 40s. You got a 13-year-old kid and you here going hard on a kid that played for a university that you don't even know. At that point, you need to talk to yourself, bro. Like, saying anything worse than that, you need to go. If you got a 401k, a home, right? Children, and you use toilet paper on the over roll, not the under, you need to check yourself. If you still going hard on a kid that play college football, a kid that may be young enough to be your son. You's a goofy to me, bro. That's just to me. You a goofy. Like you clearly ain't got much going on in your life. You clearly need to reevaluate your priorities because you care way too much about an Alabama team that don't give a damn about you. Don't give a damn about you. If you fall and break your toe tomorrow, nobody from that team know you or care. Think about it that way, right? Your little team lost. It hurts me just as much as it hurts you, but that's somebody's son, bro. I'm not going to attack him personally, right? You're goofy to me if you do that. To me, you're goofy. I can't take you serious. I watch you and I'll say hey to you and speak to you, but I don't even take you serious, right? Because you one of them. When I say one of them, I have a definition for one of them. You one of them Harvey Updike type cats. And much love to Harvey. F them trees. I love Harvey to death. But Harvey had his lane. There are fans like that, and there are fans like me that understand this game. And I'm not here to beat your kid up because he played bad for a team that I didn't even play for, or a school that I didn't even attend. I'm just a fan of your football team since I was a child. I'm not going to be personal to a player like that. That's just not what I'm going to do. And if that's you, something wrong with you, bro. Something is wrong with you. Like, something is really wrong with you, right? You know I'm right, Dex. I love Jalen Milroe. And I'll tell you, Jalen, you played terrible, bro. You played terrible. You didn't play well, brother. Right? That's as far as he go with me, man. I'm not going to talk about how, you know, I'm not going to go farther than that on this kid, brother. Right? Half of you out there that's beating this kid up didn't have enough skills to play college football. You didn't have enough skill to play college football. So please get off this kid, bro. The kid played terrible. He knows it. Trust me, right? But put it into perspective. The offensive coordinator played terrible. He made terrible calls, right? The offensive line played terrible, right? You have receivers that don't believe in blocking on that team, right? Put it into perspective. And that's about as far as I can go with it. Um, yeah, Pastor B. I appreciate you, Pastor B. Much love to you, brother. I listen to you all the time. I watch your stuff all the time. When that old devil get on me, man, I have to watch and get a kind word, man, to get him up off me. I appreciate you and all that you do. Definitely, man. My brother Bell says the funny thing is Jalen Milroe is laughing all the way to the bank while he's still on the couch hating. Yeah, I mean, that kid is gonna have a career, man. I get it. We mad, we upset, right? My boy Lynn, my brother Lynn Shannonfield, that's my partner. Lynn, I respect when Lynn say it a little more than others because Lynn played the game. So I understand. Lynn is also very involved with the collectives. He understands where the money's going. Lynn is 2 feet, 10 toes down, involved in all of this stuff, right? So I respect it with Lynn because Lynn will get over it. He'll come back and he'll positive it up. Most fans won't do that. They'll just hate on the player, talk bad about the player, and that's that. I got into it with Uncle Lou on Twitter here about a year ago, right? He kept talking about calling players quitters and all this. He's a quitter. And I was like, I wanted to understand what he was saying before I addressed him. He tagged something that I had said. The only reason why I said something back, he chimed in about, yeah, support a quitter or something like that. And I said, let's put it into perspective. You a 40-plus-year-old man. You around here calling kids quitters because a kid didn't want to play in a bowl game. He had already got hurt in the SEC championship game. He decided not to play because he didn't want to hurt himself more. Right? So you in turn never met the kid, don't talk to the kid. You in return don't know if his parents live in your neighborhood, don't know nothing. You in turn, just because he didn't play in the game, even a game that y'all end up winning, you call him a quitter, he sucks, talking about all this stuff. You never been good at football in your life. Ever, right? But you can sit on your couch with a police record, as we all and call a kid a quitter, right? You can be personal. And to me, if you that kind of fan, bro, something is wrong with you, brother. Like, you love your team way more than they love you back, right? Those Georgia players make jokes about this dude. I know this personally. My friend's son played at Georgia, right? They make jokes about you, brother. Like, they don't respect some of the stuff that you do. So you have to be mindful and be careful when you're talking about somebody's child, bro, right? I know we get wrapped up in the players and the money and we see them in the football equipment. And you forget sometimes that that's a 19, 20, 21-year-old kid, bro, right? I made hella mistakes in my youth, you know what I'm saying? Gun charges, all type of stupid mess that I can tell you openly, right? And I didn't have that kind of money. You know what I'm saying? I made mistakes, broke as hell. Give me a couple of 100,000. Lord, I may not even be here today. So you have to be mindful and of what you say about these kids. That's why me and my brothers, me, Coach Carl, Coach Al, Brinsky, Coach Jance, um, Jason from Hall of Fame Sports, all the dudes that you see me dealing with on a daily, we keep it football. We keep it football. KB, Bama Standard. We keep it straight on football. Now I know my brother Marvin go off the deep hinges sometimes, but Marvin speaks from a humorous standpoint, right? And Marvin speaking from somebody that Marvin has been there. He has sacrificed his body, for this game. So he's speaking from somebody that's actually had his 2 feet in these kids' shoes at that university, a graduate of that university. So I get it. If anybody that I follow those guys. Those guys went to Alabama. They played at Alabama. Who the hell am I to tell them that they wrong? Right? I just don't take it as serious, guys. It's all football with us. And that's just the truth. And the truth will always be in the details. Jane Richards, what's up with you, bro? I was pulling for y'all last night, man. I don't want to see nobody but an SEC team win. I was pulling for y'all, but that y'all couldn't overcome that court that Carson being out, man. Carson being out. Even though Stockton moved the ball up and down the field, when you guys got in the red zone, it was obvious that the play script was cut in half. It was obvious that Gunnar Stockton, wasn't y'all's normal starter, because it's almost like when he got under center in the red zone, Kirby and them was very conservative, man. I seen several times he missed line checks when they were showing blitz. He didn't check off and change the protection. That just comes with repetition. That just comes with repetition. Gunner's gonna be okay, but I do believe, me and Jason went back and forth in fun. Jason thinks you guys got belt put to ass. I told Jason, in my opinion, if you take that punt return away, Georgia's right there, right? Georgia's right there. And I also was telling Jason, in my humble opinion, these guys never feared Gunnar Stockton throwing the football. So if you notice, these guys was bringing 4 and 5 pressures, 5-man pressures the whole game practically. They played you to not respect your pass game. That's why Stockton was able to hit a few passes deep, right? I think if Carson Beck had played, they wouldn't have been able to keep one safety down in the box like that a lot of the times. They wouldn't have been able to play you guys the way that they did. So not having Carson hurt you guys greatly, right? Even though Gunnar Stockton played his ass off, right? Shout out to you guys though, James, for sure, man. Facts. I seen one time Bobo did mess you guys up, that 4th and 2, where he didn't roll the pocket, he just dropped them straight back and they sacked you. Yeah, that y'all look like us. You look like Bama on that play, James. Right? Like, what did you expect Gunner to do? They bring in 6 people, you got 5 in the block. Corner comes on a blitz, nobody blocks him, they sack you. Is that the quarterback's fault? I mean, who knows? Shout out to you though, James, for sure, bro. Link, Georgia had also had turnovers with 33 seconds before the half instead of running the clock before. Yeah, they did. Marcus Freeman did a great job, man. Marcus Freeman did a great job. Notre Dame was physical. Marcus Freeman, obviously they had a really, really good film study on Georgia. It happens, man. I mean, it's football. I can't make people understand. The people on the other sideline, they can coach too. They have players too, right? You're going to win some, you're going to lose some. The objective is don't lose them all, right? That's just how it goes, right? Final topic, guys. I wanted to see what you guys thought about. I wanted to know what you guys thought about. We have 16, 17 guys, I think, that has transferred out total to date. I want to know, what position do you guys think we need to bring guys in, right? 16, 17 kids going out with Jared Hamilton, Amari Jefferson, and Jay Sean just leaving. That makes 16 or 17 kids, right? What do you guys think, or who do you guys think, or what position, I guess, would be the best question. What position do you guys think that we need to bring in? Because I'm going to hit you guys with something that my brother, Coach Al, I give him all the credit for him. Coach Al said this, and I want to know what you think about this, man. Coach Al said kicking Caden Proctor inside to guard. Not because Caden can't play tackle, it's because Caden is probably the best run blocking lineman we have. He pancaked people in the run game. He just has trouble with speed rushers on that edge. And Caden, while he's a solid 360 pounds, he's solid. He's not fat. This kid is solid, just thick, solid, right? Coach Al thinks if you kick him in to guard, he could have that J.C. Latham type year. J.C. ended up being a first round pick, right? We have a kid coming in named Jackson Lloyd, who I saw personally. This kid, it's the crazy thing about it is when I seen him, I didn't even know this kid was going to Bama at that time. I just knew he was a big basketball. Look, he was in Atlanta. I knew he was a big basketball kid, at a camp about a year ago. Kid from California, the West Coast kids always stick together, right? They always hang together. Wasn't there for him, didn't have no clue who this kid was until one of my partners, shout out to Terrence Jones, shout out to my brother T, Phillips High School, Birmingham vet, you know what I mean? basketball aficionado. Um, he told me, he was like, that was that kid from the camp, the same kid committed to Bama. I'm like, what? So I went back and looked at the list. I can still keep all my little list of all the kids and what all the teams they're on. And he was on Cali Elite, so that was the same kid. This kid has a basketball player body. He has good feet. He's gonna contend for a tackle spot. Now, with his good feet, good footwork, I'd love to get him on the blind side of the quarterback, right? Coach Al thinks if we kick Caden in to guard, that will solidify the offensive line. What do you guys think who we need to bring in? Me personally, I think we need more defensive linemen. I know we got number 23, one of my favorites, right? James Smith. James is probably gonna be a true starter next year instead of rotational person. James is a straight up ass whooper. Straight up. The truth is in the details with him. James is an ass whooper, man. So him, Jordan Renard, Jeremiah Beeman. We got a lot of defensive linemen, but you can never have too many defensive linemen for sub package purposes and for starting purposes. My brother Jason says Proctor's a little too slow, but he's a load. Would be good against the interior lineman. Coach Al knows his stuff too. All facts, man. I love Coach Al. That's my brother. Love offensive guys like myself. We always comparing notes and doing things. Me, Coach Al, Ty, Brinsky, we all in a group text and talk all the time, every other day. Don't let a game be on. We hitting Coach Carl. We all hitting each other. Piano Man, he in there with us now. So I think when I disagreed with Coach Al, I think it was more for selfish purposes. No, I don't want my tackle to move. No, I don't want my tackle. And I wasn't looking at the big picture, right? That may be his best position, Jason, for the big picture. You're right about that. Coach Al was right. I think Caden will probably have a better NFL career on the inside, right? Because it's not that Caden is fat. The kid has lost as much weight as he gonna lose. He ain't 388 no more. Kid's down 360, 358. But he just big. You know how you have those big bone kids? Those kids is just huge. That's Caden. He's just a big, strong kid, man. Talented ass whooper, right? So depending on how Jackson Lloyd works out, that may be what they do. I don't know, but I love Caden Proctor, man. Love him to death. Love him. Love the fact that we got Parker Brailsford coming back. And that center is the quarterback on the offensive line. So to have Parker Brailsford back is absolutely outstanding. Anybody who played ball would tell you having your center, the man that called the protections most of the time. No quarterback calls it, I get it. But the center pointing out the mic sometimes, quarterback pointing out the mic sometimes. The center with those protections, the quarterback of that offense, of that offensive line, to have him back is a hell of a plus. Facts. Eric D says, Coach Sean, the bottom line is that these SEC coaches were out-coached in the bowl season. Kirby got his ass kicked last night. I mean, yeah, but I look at it, you're right, Eric D. I cannot disagree with you, right? But I try to put it into perspective, man. The SEC got the short end of the stick from the jump. And what I mean by that is you shook things up because you had all these Big Ten schools with home teams. You kept them in the race up top. The people on the committee knew that these Big Ten teams don't play nobody. And what I mean by that is, before a Big Ten fan get in my inbox, what I'm saying is everybody knew Indiana only had a 1-game season. Everybody knew Ohio State had a 2-game season. Oregon, Michigan. Indiana wasn't your season. You was Indiana's season, but Indiana wasn't yours, right? You wasn't studying no damn Indiana. Michigan, Oregon. That was your season, right? They knew in the SEC, you got teams like Georgia who played Clemson, at Bama, at Texas, at Ole Miss, Tennessee, and then ended with Georgia Tech. They know SEC teams are going to go up and down, beat each other up, lost here, lost there. So they were going to have an opportunity to keep the Big Ten teams at the top. Hence, they'll get the home games. Hence, the ball will always be in their court. So this was all a ploy from the beginning, man, right? The ball was against the SEC. It was an uphill battle from the beginning, outside of Georgia. We knew Ole Miss was going to be crapped on. Bama was definitely going to be crapped on. South Carolina's going to be crapped on. Now, we didn't help ourselves in the bowl season, but the bowl season is just, if you're not in the playoffs, it's hard to judge that, Eric D, because a lot of kids set out bowls. Bama's, we don't have no excuse. Michigan had second, third stringers in there, right? That freshman running back was their third running back behind Edwards and the other kid, right? So it's hard to measure some teams because they're not the same teams during the season. Players sit out, players want to go to the NFL, players, the bowl is just a very weird gauge unless you're in the playoffs, right? Tennessee had to travel to Ohio State. I thought Tennessee would put out a better showing than that. I thought Tennessee would win the game. Going to Ohio State, they got their asses whipped, right? I knew Georgia was going to have some deficiencies um, without their starting quarterback. I knew it was going to be tough on them. I thought they would try to pull it out, and they almost did. I mean, I know they got beat, but it's like I say, I put it into perspective. You take that punt return away, the game is right there for their taking. They got in the red zone 4 times and couldn't do nothing, right? So I don't take from Notre Dame, but at the same time, you got to put all these things into perspective. What if Ohio State went to Tennessee that same night? You could say, oh, Ohio State would have destroyed them. Would they? Would they? Right? Those home games were huge. They were so huge that the teams that got the buys, to me, are at a damn disadvantage. We talked about that last night. I think Jason brought that point up. The home games were so integral that it made the bye teams seem like you're the second-rate teams. How can I put it? The teams with the home games seemed like the first four, the top seeds. That home game was astronomical. That bye week wasn't. Right? The teams with the home games was astronomical. The teams with the bye wasn't. To me, it looked like the bye hurt their asses much more than helped them. Who knows how that game would have went if Oregon could have been at home playing SMU, right? Beat them, Penn State, whatever. Eventually playing Ohio State in Oregon, not having to play them in the Rose Bowl, right? So to me, it seemed like the home field advantage weighed more than getting a bye. The home field advantage to me was better than having a bye. So it's just hard to measure that, man. We'll see next year, right? Eric D says, I have zero confidence that the coaches that we currently have can put these great players in the right position to succeed. I'm gonna give him another year, Eric D. I'm on board with you, man. A lot of things I didn't like, right? But it's just too early to say right now because of the personnel. It's hard for a coach to come in and win with other people's players, no matter how much talent is on the roster. It's hard to come in and you got Tim Keenan, who's a 330-pound ass kicker, right? But they rather have a Jordan Beeman, who's a 290-pound bender, right? It's a difference in a two-gap guy and a one-gap guy. It's a difference in a defensive tackle and a nose tackle, believe it or not. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. To ask a nose tackle to play a 3 technique, maybe he can, maybe he can't. And damn sure asked him to play a 5, right? So when you're talking about other people's players, while they're awesome players, they're not the players that fit what he do, right? So I want to give him another year, man, of course, and see what happens, man. See what happens. Jason says when the edge guys are 100 pounds, 120 pounds lighter, it's hard to keep up with them. Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a whole fact. Look at No Farther Than Texas, man. Anthony Hill, the Collins kid. Them kids is 220, 215, 220, and they bringing hell off the edges. Hell. They're not 240, right? What's up with you, Alabama big homie? 334. What's going on with you, my brother? Good to see you, man. Jason says the SEC cannibalized itself. Where the Big Ten. I mean, that's kind of exactly. That's kind of what I was saying, man. I mean, let's be real. Can you guys picture as great as Ohio State is? As great as Ohio State is, give them Georgia's schedule. They open up with Clemson. Then they got to go to Alabama. Then they got to go to Texas. Then they got to go to Ole Miss, get Kentucky on the road, get Tennessee at home, and then they finish the season with Georgia Tech, a team that beat Miami. That is tough as hell, man. And you're gonna get some war wounds playing a schedule like that, right? You're gonna lose players. It's just different, man. When the only two competitive games you have in your entire 12 game schedule is Oregon, which is early season, and Michigan, which is late season. Everything in the in between is Beetlejuice. Is Beetlejuice. Everything in the in between is Beetlejuice. No matter how much you try to hype up Indiana, stop it. We all saw. Like, we can stop that train right now. No matter how much you want to hype up Michigan State or Maryland or Rutgers, something called Rutgers. I don't know what the hell that is, right? Like, come on, man. Like, to play in this conference is just different. Look at Texas. Look at Texas. Texas got the Ohio State syndrome. They played Georgia. That's it. They didn't play Bama. They didn't play Ole Miss. Right? They pretty much won the SEC. I mean, they went not one, but they had a great record because they didn't have to play any of the top teams. And the one top team they played, they lost to, not once, but twice. So these schedules are a big deal. OG Ephraim, man, $10 super chat. Love your insight, Sean. I appreciate you, OG Ephraim. I just thank you for tapping in with me, brother. Thank you so very much and greatly appreciate it, man. $10 super chat from my brother, OG Ephraim. Thank you, Ephraim. I appreciate you, man, more than you know. So, Carlos, what's up, Carlos? This is not 2019, coach. The SEC overrated. Those teams you named aren't that good. But see, you missing the boat, Carlos. You missing the boat. I'm not talking about whether the team is that good or not. Wisconsin ain't that good. But going on the road to Wisconsin in the middle of the season is a dangerous game. We both can agree on that. Sure, Ohio State should win, but you can't go into that game at Wisconsin thinking, oh, this is a win. This is a win. All right. The SEC has similar teams like that. Kentucky's not a good football team. You could lose to that team any Saturday night if you're not careful. Go ask Ole Miss. You have teams, Carlos, that are not good football teams, but will get up to play you for one game. You have football teams that can't perform like that every week, but will get up and be ass kickers for that one game to play you. Especially when your name is Alabama, especially when your name is Michigan, especially when your name is Ohio State, especially when your name is Georgia, because they measure themselves based off you. We played terrible last week. We probably gonna play terrible next week. But this one game, we got this game circled since last year. We gonna ball our asses off for this game. That's what I'm talking about, Carlos. Come on now, you better than that. What's up, Bishop? Bishop Frank, what's up with you, bro? How you feeling, man? Yeah, Jason, I'm about to hear this comment too. Jason just told me. Now, this is what I'm talking about, man. Texas don't play. Look, OU has to play Michigan, Ole Miss, Auburn, Texas, South Carolina, LSU, and Bama. Like, what the hell? You know damn well Texas ain't playing that. You telling me if Ohio State, if Indiana, if Michigan, even Michigan play that schedule, it's not about winning that one game. It's not about winning that one game, Carlos. It's about, can you get up the next week, the next week, the next week, and the next week. Being a Michigan fan, you should definitely understand this. Look how people treat Michigan in your conference now. When you play Wisconsin or you play Maryland or you play, it's not just playing Michigan anymore. You playing the defending national champions. You gonna get their best game, and you're gonna lose on a few of them because these teams will get up to play you, even if they look horrible, right? They have the Michigan game. These coaches have the Michigan game circled. We play them. You gonna get their best punch, right? Bama played UGA, South Carolina, LSU, Tennessee, Missouri, Oklahoma, lost 3, and they're terrible. Exactly. I tell anybody, give us Indiana's schedule. Alabama would have been 10-0. If 11-0, 11-1. I'll say Ohio State might have been a possible loss. Right? Michigan, if you want to say Michigan, since they beat us anyway. 10-2 at the worst. Right? Think about that. You give us Indiana schedule, we're 10-2 at the worst this year. And when you can say that, I mean, for God's sakes, Carlos, think about what I'm saying. Indiana went 11-1 in y'all's conference. 11-1. That team. So it's unbalanced, man. This whole thing is unbalanced. Shout out to Sun. What's up, Sun? Good to see you. Love DeBoer, but we're getting away from fundamentals on offense. I don't want to have another season where we lose because of offense. Yeah, it's tough to watch. It's tough to watch, man. Andrea, what's up with you? That's OU schedule. Yeah, that's OU schedule. And the crazy thing about that, Andre, is look at Texas schedule, Andre. Look at Texas schedule. They don't play any of those teams. Any of them. Trapanier, I don't know why that's hard. People, I don't either, Trapanier. I don't know why. They'll look at the bottom line. Whoop, y'all lost 4 games. Y'all suck. Cool. But when they say that, just know they're not football people. They just fans. And it's okay, man. You just can't talk football with them. They're just a fan. I understand that. Michigan is going through that this year. Sure, this Michigan team lost a lot of people. But if you think for 1 second, every team didn't look at Michigan like that was our Super Bowl in the Big Ten, then you clearly don't understand what I'm saying, what football is, right? When you're a winner, other teams measure themselves by beating you, by how they do against you. And that's a week-to-week thing. Georgia's going through it right now. Georgia's finding that out, the Bama syndrome right now. You are everybody's Super Bowl. Everybody's. They'll have record sellouts every time they play you. So you can't slip. You can't play your B game and C game. So, and Alabama has put Bell to a lot of asses for 17 years, 6 national. You know, there's a lot of haters out there right now, but I'm going to say this to you, brother. Remember this for Alabama. The University of Alabama right now got more Pro Bowlers for the 4th year straight than anybody else, bro. All pros, you'll see that too. The University of Alabama has 6 national championships, brother, in the last, 14 years, 13, 14 years, right? It's some of you that don't have one in 30, or you have one in 30. So come on, man. It's a reason why they keep going in on the SEC. The SEC has won 13 of the last 18, 16 of the last 20 national championships. It's a reason why everybody got something to say. And I personally love it. I don't even get mad about it. I love it. I get so elated when I see somebody hating on the SEC, because that tells me that you understand that your ass is still red from the lashes that we've given you. Your ass is still red. Got a nice belt streak going right across your little cheeks, right? You remember that ass whooping. I remember some ass whoopings I got when I was young, right? We had switches back in them days. Mama made you go get it. I remember them ass whoopings as a grown man. You remember these ass whoopings that Alabama done handed out, that Georgia has handed out, right? That LSU has handed out. The SEC has had 4 different teams to win national championships. Hell, you can't even get one. So you can say what you want. You can hate on Bama. You're just taking this opportunity to kick us while we're down because you can't do nothing else. You don't have a choice. You have to kick the bully when the bully is on the ground. You have to. So I don't even take it personal. I personally enjoy it, because we're going to put Bell to your asses come next year. This is man's first year. Give us a minute. We'll be just fine. We'll be just fine. Everybody on Oklahoma. Oh, y'all lost Oklahoma. Oklahoma is in transition, bro. Oklahoma, you giving Texas all this love. Steve Sarkisian was at Texas a year before BV got to Oklahoma. Give BV I know the Oklahoma fans, and Jason can speak to this better than anybody. I know the fans like, hell no. Jason said himself, if they don't win at least 8 games, he might be in trouble, right? If you give Oklahoma time, Oklahoma is going to be right back to whipping ass. They have no choice. It's Oklahoma. They're going to get talent at that place. They're going to get top coaching at that place. Trust me. This is not Southern Mississippi, guys, right? This is not the Citadel. This is Oklahoma, right? Right? Give them, when they get it right, and it will be soon, trust me, it's back to ass whooping. Programs like that don't stay down. They don't stay down, guys. Right? Yeah, they that's why they own us so bad. I cannot go online without seeing people giving the SEC the bid. The SEC, man, we know why you're mad. Your ass has a lash on it. A lash that you remember given by somebody in this conference. Right? They have to win 8, or they're gonna go in another. Hey, see right there, Jason giving it to you. That tells you the expectation at Oklahoma. We're not with that losing. We understand we're in transition. We understand it's only your second, third year. Cool, right? But you better win 8 games, player, or it's over with. Darkwing Duck, $10 super chat. The way they talk about Bama shows you that they're still the pinnacle of college football. Darkwing Duck told you exactly what I just said, and I couldn't have said it better myself, Darkwing. Thank you for that $10 super chat, man. I couldn't have said it better. The way they talk about Alabama, you think Alabama was in the playoffs or something. I mean, they going in on Alabama. They going in on all the SEC. After Georgia lost, I heard all these people, these naysayers. You have to understand, guys, that is coming from years and years of ass whippings. Red streaks going across their asses. That's what that comes from, right? Do you hear them talking about the ACC? Hell no. Guess why? They ain't whooped nobody's ass since Clemson, since Florida State. Nobody cares, right? They talk about the SEC because the SEC puts it down, right? And has won this thing damn near every year. So it's okay, guys. It's okay. Thank you, Darkwing Duck. Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. Thank you so very much. Gelato says teams in the SEC set their whole schedule just to beat Bama. I mean, yeah, rules, bye weeks before they play us. Yeah. I mean, yeah. $10 super chat for my brother Gelato, man. Right? I understand, Gelato. Michigan is going to find out the same thing. Look at what Ohio State did for Michigan. Carlos, if you still in here, look at what Ohio State did with their roster. That was because of the ass whippings. Carlos, I'm talking to specifically you. Ohio State went out and spent $20 million because of their ass had red streaks on it. Ryan Day, if he pulled his pants down and mooned you, you see about 4, especially this year, thick red streaks going right across his ass cheeks. Right? If he moons you, pause, no diddy. But if he moons you, he'd have 4 red streaks going right across his ass, all put there by Michigan. Right, Gelato? Right, Darkwing? So what do they go out and do, Carlos? What do they go out and do, bruh? They go out and get this huge roster. Let's poke from this team. Let's pay whatever we got to pay. We cannot take another lash from Michigan, and you end up doing it anyway. So you see, when it's a bully in the conference, the teams that feel like they want to be the bully are going to do whatever they need to do to get the job done. It's just the way of the world, bro. I'm just being honest. I'm only being honest. If you want to say the proof is in the pudding that the SEC isn't that good this year, as they normally, you can't admit that they're over. I don't look at it that way, though, Carlos. You can't make me see it your way, brother. I don't look at it as they're overrated. I don't see that at all. I don't see what you mean overrated. You talking about Tennessee and Ohio State? Ohio State got a $20 million roster and could possibly, at the way they're playing right now, win this whole thing. Tennessee lost to them. Okay, right? Georgia lost to Notre Dame without their starting quarterback. Okay, Bama lost to Michigan. You want to say that's a shocker? Cool, wasn't a shocker to me. When you don't play well, you get your ass whipped. Period. How is that a shocker? Right? So I don't quite understand what you're saying. I mean, I understand you're a Michigan fan and you want to see it that way. That's fine. I have no problem with that. I have no problem at all. Chris Williams, the resident Auburn fan, says Alabama never crosses our mind. I mean, who thinks about little brother that much for real? Shout out to Chris, man. Our resident Bama fan. Our resident Auburn fan. Much love to you, Chris. You know what I'm saying? Raise the bar. First ass whooping was when Florida started the SEC run of natties in the BCS and continues in the play. I mean, brother, they can say what they want to say. Even my brother Carlos can say what he want to say. The SEC has won 16 of the last 20 of these things, bro. Ain't been but 4 or 5 other teams to win since Bama and since Georgia, since LSU, since Florida, Clemson, Michigan, one of somebody else. Clemson, Michigan, and somebody else. Ohio State, I believe. So you can say what you want to say, brother. What other conference has more than one team? Give me the Big Ten in the last 20 years. What national championships do they have? Ohio State won in 2014. Michigan won last year. Ohio State won in 2014. Put this into perspective. In 2014, freshmen were 8 years old. Think about that. The freshman of your team, Ryan Williams, was 7 years old the last time you won a natty. So whatever, bro. Michigan just won last year, the first time since 97, 94, 97, right? The SEC has put belt to y'all's asses. That's why y'all love to hate on the SEC, because you actually won for once. I don't blame you, Carlos. I'm in your corner, brother. You should actually cheer. You should cheer for the Big Ten. You should cheer. I ain't mad at you. When you can finally get a win, you got to take that, brother. You got to take that, and you got to cheer and pom and all that. I do not blame you. It's like I tell LSU fans, the Matt Moscona guy, right? Alabama has whipped your ass for 16 years. You've only won 2 or 3 times in 15, 16 years. So when you beat Alabama, you storm the field, tear the goal down. I understand it, brother. I ain't mad at you. I'm not like these other fans. I understand. You mean to tell me if I got to get my ass whooped 15 times, 15 years, right? I'm going to be extra elated when I finally win a game against you, as I should be. Do you know how I felt when I could beat my cousin Jerry Bobby in 21? Shout out to Big Wayne. Do you know how I feel? He used to beat me up on that basketball court, man. I could never beat him. I'm talking about all through elementary school, all through middle school. When I got in high school, I put belt to his ass. Oh, I still talk about that. I still talk about that win. So I understand. Lots of lashes on your asses. That actually rhymes. Lots of lashes on your asses. I like that. Lots of lashes on your asses. So I get it, guys. I get it. Why they going so hard, Danny Cannell. I get it. Your team got beat 63-0 or 3, right? Your team sucks. They're terrible. The team terrible, not a player. The team terrible, right? So you pick on the SEC. Let's talk about them. You talk about the SEC because you have no choice. You have no choice but to talk about the SEC. So look at it as a positive, man. That's all you got to do. Shout out to my brother Bishop Frank. 25 OU Sooners, Michigan, UA, Texas, Tennessee, South Carolina, Alabama, Ole Miss, LSU. That's crazy, Bishop Frank, with the 555 super chat. That is crazy, Bishop Frank. They didn't do OU any favors, brother. Yeah, and just like Jason said, OU still lost 2 games, even with that schedule, right? So it's just college football, guys. With college football, it's not like the pros. College football, you pick and choose your battles, right? Alabama has, we don't have to lie about it, dog, right? We're not in the playoffs. We're not very good this year. So let's be real. I understand why you kick us. I would kick us too. Look, I'm a admitted Golden State Warrior hater, right? And it's not even that I dislike them, Bishop Frank. Thank you, Bishop Frank. Much love to you, and thank you, man. It's not even that I dislike the Golden State Warriors, man. I just get mad at them because they win all the damn time. Right? I just can tell the truth about it. They win too damn much. So I don't like you. Right? So I can only imagine how they feel about Alabama. So I'm hoping and I'm embellishing anytime the Golden State Warriors don't win. Yes. It's no personal battle of mine or anything like that. I'm just a hater. I'm a Golden State Warrior hater. Period. So I get it, brother. I get it. If you want to say the SEC is down and they're overrated, that's fine, brother. Nothing nobody can say, Carlos, can take back the fact that this conference has dominated for 20 plus years. Nothing can take back the fact that my team that I root for, Alabama, has dominated this sport for 15 of the 17 years that Coach Saban coached. Nothing can take away those 6 big gold balls right there. Pause on that, gold balls. That didn't even sound right. Pause. No diddy. Those gold trophies, right, that Alabama won, right? Alabama's trophy room isn't lacking. So y'all can talk about Alabama all you want. And to show you what I call the Alabama effect is still affecting y'all. Remember the year they picked TCU to go in the playoffs over Alabama? They talked about Alabama more than they did TCU. They talked about Alabama more than they talked about the teams that was in the damn playoffs. Look at this year. They talked about Bama as much. Do you realize it was 13 million people to watch the Michigan game, bro? That was more than some playoff games. Everybody loved Alabama, or everybody loved to hate Alabama. And it's a reason for that. We put belts, we put lashes on your asses. It's okay. I understand it. I'm one of them fans. I personally enjoy when y'all diss Alabama, because the more you talk about us, the more the recruits keep hearing Alabama. The more you talk about us, the more the analysts talk about us, the more they talk about Alabama's sorry they're not in. Keep doing that, because recruits know better. All they see is Alabama in the news every single last time college football is brought up. And I personally love it. I personally love it. You doing my job for me. Thank you. So tell Danny Cannell we appreciate him. And we ain't even got to pay him. He give us all the promotion, right? So it's okay. Hey, B. Shaw, lashes to their asses. It's the new slogan. It's okay, brother. I ain't mad at you. Get your hate on, bro. I can't stand it. You should go in your room, pull all your shades down, and wave your fist at the ceiling of your house and talk about how much you hate Alabama. I love it. I personally love it. I don't hate it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Lashes to your asses. Why ain't nobody talking about Tennessee like that? Why ain't nobody talking about Ole Miss like that? Why ain't nobody talking about Missouri like that? You know why they talk about Alabama? You know why they hate on Alabama? Because Alabama, for as long as a high school kid life has been living right now, right? All they've known is lashes to your asses, put there by the Crimson Tide. So it's okay. It's okay, brother. We're not good this year. We're down. Go ahead. Get your hate on, brother. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. But next season is coming. And we'll see. Bama versus everybody. Shout out to Bama Gump. Bama versus everybody. You know what I'm saying? Listen, guys. We had 300 people, man. Much love to you all, man. I wanted to come in, just do a quick live and get the news out and see what you guys feel about it. Tamara, lashes to your asses. Straight up. That's the new slogan. Make sure you say Coach Sean now, because Dwight coined my other one, B2 Ass Nation, right? Belt to Ass Nation. This is, you're mad at Bama because Bama puts lashes to your asses. Straight up. It's okay to be mad at us. It's okay to hate. The more hate, the more publicity. The more publicity, the more SEC publicity. The more SEC publicity, the more Oklahoma shines, Texas shines, Georgia shines. The whole conference will shine. Let them hate on us, guys. It's okay. They don't get many times to do it, right? So let them hate. It's okay. Sun, $5 super chat. Always good to kick it. Thanks for teaching schemes and how to be a better fan. Hey, Sun, you know how we do it over here, brother. All are welcome. All are welcome. My brother Carlos, a Michigan fan. Carlos be putting belt to my ass all the time about Michigan. They won. He put belt to my. I don't mind taking old belt or two. You know what I'm saying? No diddy though. I don't mind taking old boy whooping it too to get me back where I need to be. Right? Sometimes you need to get your ass slapped the hell out of to get you right back where you need to be, to get your attention. Right? So it's okay. Michigan put belt their asses in the beginning of last year and the end of it. Right? That hurts. So my attention is focused now, right? Shout out to Carlos. Michigan gonna beat Bama next year too. It's coming. It's becoming seasonal. Hey, I can't blame you for thinking that way, bro. Thank you, Sun. $5 super chat from my brother Sun. Much love to Sun. I ain't mad at you, Carlos, for thinking that way, because y'all did put belt to our asses, but it's okay. Because the one thing about football that I appreciate is next year is coming. And the truth is in the details. So we gonna find out, Blair. We gonna find out. You caught us in a transition year from the GOAT to Coach DeBoer. You caught us in the year where we lost over 20-something players and brought in about 15. You caught us in the year where the coaching staff still don't know a lot of the players, and a lot, the relationship is still being built, brother, outside of how you doing. You caught us in the year that you should catch us, and Alabama won 9 games and lost 4. Next year's coming, and we'll find out. Much love to you all, man. Thank you guys for tapping in. My brother Jason, coach, they play weak ass schedules and beat their chest about 1 week in bowl games that mean nothing. What Jason said, I can't even stress to you how true that is, man. Shout out to Jason and Hall of Fame college football. Jason going, that's another one. Jason gonna put belt to ass too. Now, if y'all go over there to HOF, and God, don't get him on Texas. Don't get him on Texas. Jason puts belt to ass against Texas. He let them have it, boy. We call him Mr. Horns Down. Please believe me, right? Shout out to all the Texas fans, but I'm here to let you know, Jason don't like you. Much love, Jason, because I couldn't be that. I couldn't have said it better. Let Bama go out and play Maryland, Rutgers, Michigan State, Wake Forest. Who else in the other conferences? All these other conferences with these weak teams. Let us go 12-0, right? Just hear this. Kentucky would have won 9 or 10 games with Indiana's schedule. And that's a fact, right? So beat your chest all you want. I give Michigan their credit because Michigan won a national championship, right? Not the fact that they beat us in a bowl game. So what? Our team, okay, cool. Our team, we needed that bowl game. Michigan team wasn't the same. Our team wasn't the same. They won. Shout out to them. I'll take it as well as I give it. They won a national championship. That's why I give them their credit. They got it done. They got it done. Unless Ohio State gets it done, your win against Tennessee means nothing. Your win against Oregon means nothing, right? And all people going to do is remember that loss you took to Michigan. Your rival, your Big Ten champion. That's all I can tell you. That's the truth. And the truth will always be in the details of the matter, right? Much love to you all, man. I appreciate you. Bishop, one more says, fire, test, diamonds, OU testimonies. Much love, Bishop. Bishop Frank to my brother Ty, right? Bishop Frank with a $3.33 super chat, man. Thank you guys, man. Bishop, I'll make sure I get that across. Thank you so very much, man. Much love to you all, man. Carlos. Hey, Carlos, tap in with Jason, bro. Tap in with Jason. He gonna give you the real, brother, as real as it comes. Shout out to my brother Bell. Shout out to Coach Carl, Janet, Kimberly, JG, Roll Tide, JG, Andre, everybody, man. Thank you guys for tapping in with me, man. We'll probably go back live on my daughter has a basketball game on Monday when they go back to school. So it'll probably be me and Jason and Bransky and Ty and them all supposed to get together, call and do a college football post game, post and pre-game for the 4 teams that's left and get together and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Carlos, don't be no stranger, bro. Just because y'all winning. Don't pop up when you just win. I ain't seen you all year till you win. Pop up and holler at me, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, brother. Much love to you, man, for sure. Nicole, Roll Tide to you, my sister, for real. Sandy Green, much love. You know what I'm saying? Much love to my brother Jason. Much love to Ty Hayes. Much love to Jance, Coach J. You know what I'm saying? Much love to Coach Carl. You know what I mean? Much love to Coach Al. Much love to my brother B Sharp. Much love to Piano Man and Jason from Hall of Fame Sports, as I said. Much love to Coach I. Y'all tap in with Coach I too over there, man, and Fan Addict Sports. Them guys do good content. Tap in with KB. Y'all already know Kangaroo Black do big things. Them boys at Bama Standard doing big things. Shout out to Kyle Henderson, who continuously doing big things. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kyle and Taylor, who doing big things. Eric D. Everybody, man. Appreciate you guys more than you know. Have a happy holidays, man. Enjoy these last few days off before our week start back at you. My girl Janet right there. Prayers to Janet. Janet went through a very tumultuous operation, and God brought her home, man. You know what I'm saying? To be healthy home. You know what I mean? So good stuff, Janet. We always gonna keep you prayed up, man, and always keep you in our prayers. And roll tide, man. Roll damn tide. Win, lose, whatever. Draw. Lashes to their asses. That's why they hate us. Right? Much love to you all. Roll tide to you. And everybody be blessed.